Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the start of the final three matches of the OCL Season 4. My name is Jay Better. With me, I have Fabled Red. Go on and say hello.
Yeah, hey guys, nice to
And
be here. Good to be here.
working the camera behind the scenes, we've got to give a shout out to my boy Redacted. So he's going to be doing the hard stuff while we chat a bit of nonsense.
Yeah, I'll take the easy job any day.
yeah, I've done it before. I've done a camera. It's hard. It's hard while casting too. But yeah, well, I guess we're just gonna have a quick look at the schedule for those of you who have not been keeping up to date because we haven't casted anything, as I am aware of. Yeah, that's good. I can see that. Yeah, so we have Biogravity Finance, beating. Oh, sorry. Yeah, winning out over Married Men. I think Married Men, did not make it through this finals. Their team disbanded before, so anything with Married Men in it is a bit of a, forget that match. But going through, losing off to Jack Martins. Jack Martins losing their first match to Crimson Knights. Crimson Knights losing their match to Threats, and then Jack Martins and Crimson Knights playing again, this time taking the 2-0 victory. And Wonderful Day for Pi beating out Biogravity Finance. So now we've got this match here today. We have Wonderful Day for Pi versus Threats. The loser of this match will play the Jack Martins for the third place game, and then the winner will go on to play the finals match. So there is a world, a very likely world, as I do say so myself, part of one of these teams where Pi Threats play off here and then play off again in like a week and a half. So it's gonna be interesting.
Super interesting. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
which
really excited.
it does make either way. It does make this match a little, not as important. But I think it still is to gather, information on the way that the team's going to play, the picks they're going to go for. I know for sure I'm watching this game, to see anything I can get out of it. But yeah, we'll jump into the teams super quick. I'm sure that everybody is pretty familiar with these teams. Vematron in solo, Sean in the jungle, Vintage in mid, Legs in support, Gorus in the ADC. This is your number one seed, undefeated so far throughout the OCL Season 4. Played amazing Smite the whole season. The other team we have is Threats. Again, is this 3 out of 5 roles from last season's? Can we still say that this is the champion team? The Kings, even if they have been defeated by Pi so far in the regular season.
I would say reigning champions, correct?
Yeah. I think
currently the reigning
supposed to
champions,
be.
right?
It's 3 out of 5 of the roles have to be the same. I think that is the case.
Yeah, defending their title.
Shank, Chompy, Tilly, that's all the same. Yeah. So we have Roy getting replaced by Corb today. So that's definitely something to note. And then Simply Jungle, Tilly mid, Shank support, Chompy ADC. I guess looks like we're getting pretty ready to jump on into the picks and bans. Anything that you really don't want to see getting through, right? Any, like standard bans, any things you really don't want to see?
Really, like if I see Emoja come through,
Well,
on either team, if I see Emoja pick, I'll be surprised it didn't
oh
get
well,
banned out.
there's the ban.
Yeah, there it is.
There is the ban straight away, getting
Taking
banned
out
out.
the standard strong picks, getting out the Mandy, the Emoji, everything like that, trying to make the game a little bit more fair. There it is.
Yeah. Marty getting taken out too. Neither of these teams really opting for one of those slots. As you can see in the most banned against, those gods are both in the top 3 most banned for both teams. But a Ganesh ban coming through, been quite the OCE flavor of recent. The Ganesh. Very
Yeah, I've got to say,
annoying to play against. Just
considering every game, I feel like most people get to late game. If you can like hold out, Ganesh performs so well late game. I feel like it's an excellent ban.
Yeah, he just has the amazing cannot play the game button, which is just so fun. When that happens to me. Freya ban coming out. I have heard a bit of discussion about the Freya. I'm not too convinced about it yet. I think I still have to see it absolutely run a game, but I don't think it's bad to ban away. Baba Yaga ban still coming through. Nothing's really changed there. Still good, especially with the I assume the tablet is going to be coming back. I don't know, either now or it's definitely coming out next patch with the Thoth buff. So Baba Yaga again, really good with those items. And the Wukong ban, you guys didn't get to see my game, the last one, but yeah, Wukong in a pretty good spot right now.
Take pleasure in the crushing of one's
and locked in.
enemies.
Now I like Ravana. My jungler does not like Ravana in the slightest. He doesn't want me to play it, but I like Ravana. I think it's still valuable. I don't know if
I
it's
think
first pick, but
Yeah, I don't know about first pick, but I feel like the flex and the potential he has to like do multiple things or fill multiple roles. Like you can build him a little bit tanky. He's got that extra prots from his health, like the health from his passive. Like he's just so good in team fights too. Like it's so hard to take him down.
he is quite tanky.
One by one
I do
until
think that
there
that's
is
probably
nothing left.
I would like to see it in solo. I don't really know if it's a jungle thing. Like he's not, in my opinion, he doesn't stand out over any other assassin.
No, not at
However,
all.
things that stand out to me, Rama. I have been complained at a bunch about how strong Rama is right now.
And here we
I'm
see on the
nervous.
threats though. Threats coming out the Rama team, and I feel like that's a really good first two picks in my opinion. Like that's a strong foundation for a team. Very hard to dive the team out, the Rama, the Selpy with the ults.
And the Hachi coming through as well on the side for Pipe. Very strong like hunter matchup. Not leaving any random cheese pocket picks. We're going with the strongest stuff, the strongest hunters right now. The Amir is very interesting to me. Haven't seen a lot of this Amir. Doesn't really I don't think I've seen Legs play much. I've seen a lot more Terra than I have seen Amir.
And here we're seeing the hop up.
You know what's funny?
Oh.
I think of these gods as the other role. I think when I think of Terra, I think of Legs, and when I think of Amir, I'm thinking of Shank more. So
no, I actually see that too. No, definitely.
not that Shank doesn't have a nasty Amir. A nasty Terra as well. But Legs, I don't know if I've seen him play the Amir yet. But that doesn't mean anything. I'm looking forward to it. We've got a Hebo band coming through right now. That could go either way. Still, that could go into the jungle. That could go over to mid as well.
Yeah, super flexible pick.
I don't know if I don't think Vem is a Hebo mid player. Sorry, a Hebo solo player, but maybe. So Cat band coming through. I feel like I don't know. I haven't really been seeing that much Cat recently.
No, I haven't either, really, to be honest with you. And I don't think that she's super strong into either team comp at the moment, like personally. Except for the Terra, obviously. Like the anti from the ult's kind of insane there, but at least with regards to Wonderful Day, obviously, it's a good
I feel like if you're picking a Circuit into a bad comp just to anti-heal a Terra ult,
exactly.
Giannis and Kali running out. Those two, don't have question marks from me. I think that the Giannis is quite good. I think it's a vintage pick. The Kali is just a hyper carry late game. Susano locked in. Now I love Susano Terra. That is just such a nice that's a nice combo.
Yeah.
That could be a Corb. That could be a Corb Susano solo.
I actually really think that Giannis band was big because I would have probably picked it with that comp, giving that Ymir extra movability as well as Rolana, not having to ult in or anything like that early game if they go beads. I'm assuming it's a blink, but
this is nothing different. Sorry, nothing interesting for for me. It's just you want to play a double hunter. Yorm is the strongest solo laner right now. They've left him up. They aren't scared of it. It allows you to pick double hunter while doing a lot of magical damage. It wins every lane. And there is the Nike again. Interesting. Like that's a really big. That's a really big like Vem pick. Vem loves the Nike. So it is
this comp especially though. Like it'll do extremely well.
Yeah, Nike is really good into the double ADC, which is
even the Jormungandr, his orders aren't to be underestimated. And stop that from happening at least for a couple of seconds. He just has to sit there.
Yeah, I think as well Nike into Yorm, bit of a safer matchup, but definitely looking towards the late game for both of these picks. Seeing what we're gonna do, who is going to be able to do more. But do you have a preferred comp before we jump in?
I think for now, like the Wonderful Day, their team comp is a little bit more flexible. Like it's not so reliant on one person. But I think if we get late game, that Rama from Threat is going to need to be watched by his team because I think he's just going to be the target.
Well, I also am going to have to go with the Pi comp just for this game. I think they've got so much like just pressure in every lane. I think they have crazy team fight. I think it's a hard comp to execute on, but I really do. I like all their picks. So yeah, I guess we're ready to jump into game one.
All right.
And it is, I know we were saying it could be Raven solo, but it is the Raven jungle. So obviously it's not Yorm jungle, but I am a little surprised to see both solo laners. That's an awesome skin. I've never seen that one before.
I haven't either. That's actually so cool.
That's awesome.
Anyways.
Yeah, both solo laners leave their pick up to second, like second phase.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out what's happening here. All right. Vim's gonna go for a little bit of extra poke, and then we get started with the one. It's a good start.
Yeah, if
No
you
one's
start
really doing
anything
anything
else
too
falling.
interesting at the moment. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, he's doing a start on the camps.
Yeah, they're doing the
Interesting.
pull starts. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, cool.
We see both the junglers soloing their buffs. Rev's a little bit quicker out.
Yeah. Well,
Duo
I am.
lane- Yeah.
I'm not
okay.
quite sure how this duo lane is going to go. I think it's going to be clear in definite favor of threats. The Terror, once it gets level 3, Rama autos just is going to do so much area damage. But this Amir, not to be underestimated, can be quite potent for lane pressure. But Leg's already taking a lot of damage right now.
They're gonna have to back up here a little bit, I reckon, just because that healing, they're not really gonna trade into it too well.
Yeah, and you see over in solo, you see the fun, really interesting part of playing against Yorm. The part where you lose clear 100% while also losing all of your HP at the same time.
Yeah.
Really fun.
It's just gonna be like that, I think, for the first few levels for him.
Yeah.
So we'll see if he survives.
I'm assuming this is going to be a Frostbound or blink into mid onto the
Good
team.
blink in. Oh, he almost kills a solo. That's alright. That's alright. I think as long as we see survival in the solo lane, we'll be pretty even later on. But if there's an early death, I think it'll be a bit more.
Lots of poke onto that team. So much pressure right now from the Chernobog coming through. I guess that is that Tiamat, the one, just is one of the most easiest to understand scaling abilities. Just hits more times the more you level it up. So the early game, gonna be rough. Ravana, impossible to kill in the early game because of his shield passive. It hasn't been nerfed yet, so not until next patch will that go down. Still incredibly strong. That's like his biggest part. Both junglers are going to different sides.
I think that the rotation to the dual lane is probably a little bit more important here, just because they need that extra pressure to really keep them under.
Yeah, it seems that both junglers are kind of going towards the lane that they have the pressure in.
Yeah, and then mids are just left to their own devices, which seems okay.
Yeah, nothing really crazy there. I think both of those. Chernobog is one of those hunters as well that's quite a late game focus hunter anyway, so I wouldn't be surprised to see, a lot of mid just be left alone for a bit. Both of those mid laners want to be farming, want to be chilling. And yeah, I assume that this is a Frostbound coming out from the Nike first item, which is really nice to see. I think that's a great first item here. You don't want Fizzprot, like something like a Midgard or a Glad Shield into the Yorm. But the Frostbound right now, really underrated, especially into this double ADC, going to do so much. Nice gank onto Vematron here. No, nothing.
Just
have
a second too early, just a second. Maybe they invade the blue here, though. I think that
Maybe. I think he's just over to make sure that he does get his blue.
Yeah.
Nike, no blue? Rough. He's never getting totem against Yorm either.
No, never. I think right now we're going to be seeing a really safe early game from both teams. Like, I don't think anyone's going to be going too hard for anything because they're both fairly experienced teams from what I can tell. So
yeah, absolutely.
We're gonna be seeing everyone hitting their timers, making sure they're looking for any opportunities for really extra ganks. But I don't think that either team.
I like those pools. The pools are cool. Toxic.
That is a really cool skin. Look at that damage.
Lots of damage.
Oh, yeah.
So we're in here having a look at I believe that is a league reference. What I said before, Joe Your Iron. So, what a surprise, eh? Yeah, all right, let's have a look at the builds. We've got Ravana going into Soul Eater as his first item. That is really interesting for me. We've got a War Flag as well. It's an interesting item, but not surprising considering the double hunt. I'm not sure still how strong that item is, but I guess we'll have a see. And looks maybe potentially like Trumpy's going to be going towards crit this game as Goris is getting the... actually, we've got crit probably coming out from Chernobog, which makes sense because Chernobog it's his best stat. His crit works really well with it because of his passive. But then we've got Hunter's Cow, maybe a Hunter's or a Leader's Cow coming out from Goris. So pretty interesting itemization choices across the board, both Thebes and I'm guessing this is going to be a tablet from good old Tilly.
Yeah, I would assume that.
I
do think like you said earlier, I do think that solo to pick is a little bit interesting. I think he's looking for that sustain and just team fight presence.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes for him. Other than that, it seems like everyone's pretty even. Like Ymir and Terra rotating around. Duo's pretty stagnated at the moment. We're still seeing that pressure in the solo lane, which not too surprising at the moment. I think given like level 8 or 9, we might see that flip around just a little bit. But it'll just depend. I think rotations from the solo lane are going to be what really changes the flow of this game.
Absolutely. Well, a Nike getting a Frostbound and a first prot item online, so impactful for her team fight. That like beacon fight for Nike is absolutely going to be where if I was this Nike, is where I'm thinking that's where I'm going to shine. I'm just going to live. I'm going to have like simply come and get my blue, and then I'm going to be there for the beacon.
Whoop.
Nice little freeze beads forced, yeah.
Alright,
No
we'll
beats on the Susano.
I don't think we're going to be seeing a major fight. Ooh, that was a really good terror wall there.
He did get his 2 caught there, but just mids getting taken. Big wall out from leg trainer. Oh, Ben has rotated over.
Here's the early solo rotate. Huge Susano.
Oh, 2 things on the first blood. Now that is huge.
I don't think we're seeing a refrag here. That was an absolutely insane
Wow.
kill.
I don't know how that happens. Maybe Sean goes in a little bit too early, but they were up. I think that was 4-3. Maybe the fights were just a little too split. But yeah, first blood going over to Tilly. No answer back. That's big.
Yeah, that felt to me like a little bit of like a confidence boost from the solo rotation.
Yeah,
it was just a little bit too early, you know. End up having like, Shank ult plus Simply ult on top of him. Just couldn't survive throughout that.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like Terra ult with an aggressive with a Susano is crazy, and then also, into something like a Ravana who has 4 damaging abilities. Like it's easily getting procced. It's really hard for the Ravana to do anything into the Terra ult, especially when no anti-heals out yet. You've got a Tainted, but nothing else.
We're actually also seeing here now that both junglers actually don't have their actives, so this might be a little bit interesting to see if they get into like a neutral fight, because I think the Ravana might have a bit of a advantage in that case, but we'll see.
I'm assuming a lot of that gold is onto the solo laner. I would assume so. Maybe some in the jungle, but yeah, nice. He secures his blue. I'm happy. But yeah, still a lead.
Forced to ult out.
I think that was a little early because it was
it's
only the support. If that was the Ravana, I understand. Frostbound online. I'm super excited for this build. I want to see where it goes.
I hopefully it's not with more auto attack items, but we'll find out.
I hope no. I hope it's like it's gonna be Glad Shield or really spicy could be Prophetic Cloak there. That could be crazy.
I like the Prophetic Eyes at the moment, especially in the solo lane, just because games are going for so long. Usually
when you're against the magical, it's super easy to get stacked too. When you get a split prot duo solo.
Honestly, I do think still that like in terms of team comp, we're still leaning more towards the solo lane rotations for 12 minutes going to make it
yeah.
Everything's pretty stale at the moment. We are seeing a bit of mid pressure, but we're seeing a little gank come out. Oh, he misses the root. Oh, he's forced. Yeah, okay. He Ravolt's over. Oh,
Susano coming out.
Barely manages to get out there.
That's a big pickup for the side of Pi. Terra being down.
Honestly, yeah. Trading, that out for a Ravolt, not that bad.
Yeah, no,
Ravolt,
not at all.
Yeah, that's a good trade for them.
Meanwhile, in ADC land, nothing.
Farmland, yeah, nothing too intense going on over there. That's not too surprising given the Ram and the Archie picks. Both
good freeze out onto Tilly. Does it hold onto his beads? That would have been really good if beads had been pulled there, but no threat onto him. The re-engage back on into mid. Tilly is forced. Oh, I'm assuming he's just going to go over to the Nike.
Yeah, I see him rotating back over there.
Over to the Nike. Nothing really going on here. A re-engage back onto.
Messy fight in the mid lane. He just
nice
gets him. I didn't see that one happening.
What a great.
He doesn't have his ult up.
What a great ult. Yeah.
I used it earlier. That's really good for them to capitalize on that. He just really couldn't do anything there. After that immunity was used earlier, it's just over.
Yeah, I think you see the lack of vision on the right side. The Susano rotating in. What a support player right here, holding the wave, 1 HP. Yeah, Vintage getting out there, but Sean, 2 deaths so far. If you're looking at him going on to the carry, either of them, he's 3 levels under Tilly right now. That is so difficult to dive into. A team that's only going to get better as the game goes on. And he has this Solia stacked. I'm very interested in his build going into actually is that going to be a dominance from both of them, both Ravana and Chernobog, or they're both going trans?
Honestly, I would be surprised to see the trans picks. I haven't seen trans too often recently at the moment.
Yeah, sorry, just doing something. All right. Yeah, it is the cloak. Hell yeah. I love this. I'm really a fan of Corb's build right now. I really hope to see it, round out nicely in the late game and have like a lot of prots. He's really he's doing like quite a good build in my opinion right now. This is really sick to see. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see how well he does in these fights.
We are actually seeing that dominance pick coming out by Vintage there, so that's definitely going to be interesting. He's going to be hitting really hard early.
Yeah, well, I guess when you've got the double ADC, you are able to go, different things across the map. You can just do the same build, but get an early dominance here, get an Xe over there, as you can see Goros has. So when they're both in the fights, they're not double stacking the Xe in the beginning.
Yeah, of course, of course.
I'm sure, mate, we might see a double Xe, and late game it doesn't really matter because it's just such a great item. But early game, you don't both need it. I'm assuming we won't see too much until a minute and a half from now when this beacon is going to spawn. Maybe potentially like 30 seconds prior if they're trying to catch somebody out. But this beacon is definitely going to be the first big fight in my opinion. Still no real lead. Actually, Pi is still up, which is wild. Only about 400 gold, and they're down in XP, but it is still impressive.
I think it's just that securing of those mid camps and everything. They're really trying to put that on lock at the moment.
Yeah, this is such a fun lane. Ooh. I'm excited. Excited for Yorn to be out of meta. Yeah, we've got both TPs up, so he's opting to not TP back to solo, which I think is the correct call. I'm assuming they're both just going to TP back into mid. I think if I'm Corb here, I'm just speed running this cloak. If you can have cloak in 30 seconds, if you're a wave or two away, that would be such a good addition to this fight. The same thing if you're Ben. If you have this Glad Shield, it makes such a huge difference to this fight. And he is going trans in Ravana. Both Susano and Ravana are both now going trans. So he's skipping out actually very similar build stat-wise because the only real difference is less cooldown, but you've got some lifesteal. Because they are very similar items. Yeah, he does have that cloak and the Glad Shield. So they do have the things that I was talking about. So this is a very interesting fight right now. Ravana getting a bit of poke. Susano out onto him. Nike jump.
We're seeing a lot of pressure from threats right now, actually.
Oh, you're
coming in. Holy. Almost hits the snipe.
Nice.
Vintage finishes him off. Very good ult.
Yorn still marching forward. Sean just keeping 2 people at bay right now. We see the Valley of the Soul Eater. Up downs onto 3 people. Cheating the Terra ult.
This looks like another pick to me.
Oh,
it is.
Unfortunate. That's the team fight presence of that Yorn there. Just absolutely rips through Simply's health bar. And that's the first beacon going over to Pi, unless a miracle play comes over. But I don't think we're going to see anything. That's a really cool ult. It kind of looks like an octopus. I don't know. You see like the tentacle plunger things?
I get that, yeah. Oh. Honestly, the amount of presence that the Yorm had in that fight was insane. It definitely looked like it wasn't really looking in their direction. But just him entering the fight was just so much pressure.
Yeah, you see him hit his 2 on a Simply and he lost like all of his HP.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's awful. I hate that. 2-level lead in solo now. Funnily enough, Sean, a level up over Simply, which is wild. Chili still has level lead, but I know that that's just because he's just been soloing mids on cooldown. But everywhere else has either a lead or even, other than mid.
Honestly, the gold difference doesn't feel like it's too much at the moment. I think at the moment we're looking at very even, either side could definitely
there. I do agree, but being 2k down at 30 minutes is rough. It's not nice. I think mid tower being down is much worse. I think that's almost impossible to come back from. 100%. They are pulling this Pyromancer here, so this is definitely a chance to look for something like that, look for a tower later on, get a decent XP lead, and it's only really Shank around.
We're seeing the solo coming in though. Both solo laners coming in. It looks like,
High securing. So we've got about a 3k lead, almost, maybe more like a 2.5k lead going on right now. And that bomb could go anywhere. We've got a half HP tower in duo. Or a gank coming out onto Goros. I don't think he knows here. This could be a huge pickup for Simply, who's opting to go for the camp instead.
Ult's out.
Forces the ult. This could be a Gold Fury pull right here. We've got everyone over in left side.
We're seeing the solo laner and the jungler start to rotate over, so it looks like there's a bit of a counter coming.
I definitely know that it's on the table, but it doesn't look like they're opting for it. Just, time to farm. I think that, simply being 3 levels down on the solo and the ADC, if you're a jungler this meta, I've noticed that does happen quite a bit. For some reason, it feels like the roles are supposed to be weak early game and not so weak early game. They are very fed all the time and they have so much farm available to them.
In my mind, the team fight that the threats have is quite potent. But in terms of just damage and pressure,
yeah,
two carries is just too much if you're not, ahead.
So Sano onto the Ymir, forces the ult out, knock up onto Sean. Naki kind of just doing his own thing over here, not really opting to much. Maybe getting turned on here, might have his ult force. Oh, so much damage out onto Nike.
Damage. Jesus. Oh no.
Oh, that's disgusting, bro. That's awful.
Every auto.
Oh, ADCs, guys. It's a tank meta, I swear. He didn't just kill him in 3 autos. I swear it didn't happen.
Coming out strong with the Hachi pick though.
Yeah.
Hachi's insane right
forcing
now.
Forcing a beads out of Chompy. This looks like a gold for your angle for sure. Nothing that they can do. Maybe Rama snipes, but you're gonna need to have vision. And the gold fear is burning under half HP.
This is theirs. This is theirs.
Unlucky. Oh, Chompy 1 HP somehow.
Oh, he secures it with the old Sean going in for that.
This is the Solider coming through. Hopefully we can see some healing. Not really.
Oh, the yawn.
So much damage, man. Disgusting. Disgusting.
Oh.
Yeah, that's awful. I hate that. I don't even think that Vem needs a Harwood right now. He's just doing it for the fun. He just wants to be tanky.
He's just going in.
Your ult into mid. I think this is a bit of a fun fight, but a lot of damage out onto the Nike. Oof. Hasn't really hit that late game build spike with the cloak. Any more items yet. Really squishy right now. And only level 13. 3 levels down in solo. Maybe this is a mid T2 angle actually. Gora's just destroying Shank right now. Tilly, 2 more autos from death. Oh, if he got that kill. That would have been so nice. Oh yeah, look at Ravana's shield. Fun, right? Hahaha.
All this pressure just from taking out that
7.5k.
All that just from taking that soul laner down nice and early. Just separated from his team. Oh,
yeah, he goes to zone, and normally you're thinking, Nike, great at zoning, right? Got the big ult, lives for ages. No, she did not live for long. Even through Thorns, Goris was like, yeah, I don't really care. We'll just kill her.
Did we see the Sunder out in the Ymir yet?
I'm assuming we did, but honestly, one auto is probably what ripped through that shield. Even if he didn't have Sunder, but
I think it's that early Xe that was purchased just
yep.
Peg.
Yep, so much damage out onto the Nike. Not fun. 3 levels down right now. And Pyromancer getting looked at already. Isn't even flashing. Py on top of their objectives, Really looking for wins here. They're looking for the aggression.
Looks like they're rotating solo side.
Well, this could be a nice game. I think this is just going to be an ult force, though. You can't really catch Yom out at this point.
There it is, yeah.
Oh, uses a thunder charge. I don't think you needed to do that. Forces the Chernobog ult into the Sasano, but so much damage back out onto him. Aegis forced. You got with the Yom coming back in, the Nike Thorns and the ult coming out. It's just absolutely nothing. Sundered and dead. Sean doing enough zoning on his own, fighting 2 people while they kill the Nike. Tiamat beads force and his jump. Oh, Ravana ult still up. Holy Aegis force. Maybe he can get the pick onto Sean here. Oh.
I think we're just gonna.
This is rough. This is awful. There's a 10k lead in 20 minutes. This is
just double carry snowball. They just
double carry Yom. And here's the thing, you've got the team that is not, Tablet is strong right now. I like the breastplate. We've got Rama, who I think is really up there. What can you do? I think that the giving over the Yom was a bad decision when you're not getting something that can live. In my opinion, Nike doesn't really live against the Yom. I think something more like a Wukong does, but that was banned. So, yeah, I think maybe the first beacon fight, you've just got to give it up rather than you know,
taking that far, yeah. And then losing
rather than
someone off-
losing a bunch of people. But yeah, wow, 4 levels, only just now 5. Sorry, only just now 3 in jungle. Simply just ticked over to 15. I was saying that 2 levels in mid now, and Tilly was up a level, which is wild. But you know, this could be a fire giant. You know, over. This is 11k lead at 20 minutes. Like it could be, you know, looking for a conservative Oni Fury.
I don't think they'll contest this, honestly. I don't think
No,
it's worth
definitely
it.
not. I think, I mean, the win condition here for threats is I don't know, getting a couple of shutdowns, because that shutdown bonus right now is really brutal. You know, if Nike gets a last hit on either of these carries, the same thing for Simply, they're going to get 2 levels from it. If they can catch somebody out, not the Yorm, but they can force his ult. Or maybe he's not even scared anymore.
I wouldn't be scared.
I need
Yeah,
a 2v1.
It's just such a high level at the moment.
Oh my god. Poor Simply, man.
Get out,
Knocked up and blown up by the ult.
Oh. There's just not much he can do there. He's just so far
No,
behind.
he is so far behind. The Yorm doesn't even have, you know, no E-Staff for him. He's got the binding now, but he doesn't have an E-Staff, doesn't have a Soul Reaver that you might expect, you know, if you've got this big of a lead. He's just tanky, and he's still doing that much damage. Zoning away 2 people, but they are looking for this Fire Giant. This could be a 50-50. They don't have the greatest secure.
Yeah.
Oh, and that Pie securing it. Pie securing it. Looks like they're focusing onto the Nike. Doesn't even get his ult off. Shank now in the front line, just trying to get his team out. Not really much you can do in that situation. They've got an Oni wave in right. Still looking for kills though. Not a Phoenix play yet.
I think as you know, as I said earlier, at the moment, like threats are just gonna be relying on Chompy for
ult
damage.
down into the backline. Tilly getting gone on Beats Force, doesn't have his Aegis available.
That doesn't do much.
Oh, Amir double kill with his ult in the last like 2 minutes. He killed Simply, he's killed Tilly, and that is a full-on DSI with an Oni wave coming down right. That is going to be game 1 going to Pi in a dominant performance. It wasn't even close. It was never close in this game.
That definitely felt like a hold on to the solo for your life, you know, just ride it out.
2 deaths, and both of them were in the early game. Both first blood and second blood going for, you know, in against the Ravana. Ravana died for first blood and second blood, and still, you know, didn't really amount to anything. They played really smart. They waited until the beacon fight, got a huge lead, and then every objective was theirs. Every team fight, it was never a question.
I think we just saw some really insane numbers from them on the Yorm right there. I think that's a ban right there. That's for sure a ban. Yeah, he just came through for the team on that first rotate, and then it was just every team fight afterwards.
Yeah, I agree. In my opinion, again, if you're not picking something that's gonna live, you know, something that's gonna do decently against Yorm, you know, nothing beats Yorm really.
But I was gonna say I don't see too many good picks into Yorm at the moment. Like it's just very difficult for them to zone him out, frost him out.
If I could have anything, I would pick Wukong with Soul Eater. That's what I would pick.
Oh, for sure.
That's probably because once that Soul Eater is stacking, you can't die anymore. You know, and it's very safe. It's really hard to gank. It is pretty much impossible to solo Wukong. You can't cancel his Ox at all.
I've got to say though, like definitely in terms of the picks, the Cherno, those ults were premium. I think every time he ulted, it was for survival or value, like just kills. So just generally team wide, just excellent players coming out from. It's a wonderful day. I don't know. I just feel like in the early game, like you would definitely hope that threats just come through a little bit more there. But after those early picks, they just got frosted out a little bit.
Yeah. For me, the first thing I'm looking at is a Yorm ban, or you know, maybe Corb doesn't want to play. I'm sure Corb could play a great Yorm. In fact, I know that he can. So maybe I'm looking at taking first pick, getting this Yorm, or banning it, or giving him something that's a little better, because that Nike, I'm sure it would have done work if it was level 20. He has his fully upgraded sigil. He's got his items. And he's just really tanky. He's got his full stacks on his cloak. That was never happening that game.
I think even in that situation, your perfect situation though, Yegs with that Sunder, just freezing him, just ripping
Yeah.
into him with 2 of those, it's just over. 2
It is rough.
carries, still not enough. Still not enough, man. Like it's just there's just not much you can do there.
Well, I think are we ready to get into picks and bans for game number 2? Oh,
100%,
we're going.
really
Okay, no, we're
excited.
going to go to a quick break before that.
Not a
So
problem.
we will see you guys in a bit. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Red, that was a good game to watch. Not if
That
you're a
just-
Threats fan, but
Oh no, that just felt like dominance from the soul lane, and then it just bled into every other role in their team. That was insane. The Yorm pick just shouldn't have got through, just absolutely destroying.
yeah, it really highlights the the prowess of having that double hunter, keeping that magical damage. It is also a really good setup for the ADCs as well, and because he's so good early in fights, it lets that the weaker early game for hunters just really shine, like get a little bit distracted. They get to the late game so
100%.
much easier.
Giving them the chance to get ahead while he soaks
Yeah,
up all
you
the
were
aggro and just
saying,
does all the damage.
yeah,
Really
you were
good
saying in
pick.
that break to us that you really want to see this Yorm ban.
Yeah, I think if this comes through, it's going to be a similar result from the solo side. Like as soon as first stage comes up, if the team without Yorm doesn't, have a lead already, it's just going to be like just destroyed.
Would you
So
like to
we'll
see Threats pick it up themselves instead, or do you just want to see a flat ban?
Probably a flat ban at this rate, because I feel like either side that gets it, that first stage just goes to them. And I feel like the stage is just such value. Like when I first started playing the season, I didn't see it, but the 5% stacking to 15 is just insane for clear. On objectives, nah. You want to fight for it. So we'll see what gets picked up here. Hopefully it gets banned out.
All right, well, I believe we are ready to jump into picks and bans for game 2. And Threats have opted to take this first pick. So if they did want to try and leave the Yorm open for themselves, they could. But we'll see, we'll see. Because something's going to have to get let through. So the Freya, they are leaving the Yorm open so far. Could be scary.
I think we're going to see the standard bans at this rate. Probably Yorm. Sorry, Yamoja. Like that. Manticore's probably going to get picked out as well. I don't think he ever goes through basically at this rate.
Oh,
Yom, there it
there's the
is.
Yom. There it
That's
is.
what I want to see.
So they're not opting to play it from first pick. So that means they do have a first pick that they want to look for. I'm not going to assume it's the Ravana, but it might be. Never mind. And it might be. Simply might be looking for that. Oh, and the Ravana. Wow. Okay.
There's the
So Marty
Ravana.
might be getting let through here.
Despite the deaths, once he started chugging along, he definitely was putting in work, just diving the back line, keeping pressure
Yeah,
on
very
that.
survivable.
Yeah, just really
Very hard to
take him
kill
down.
frontline. Oh, Marty is let through. So this is an opportunity for threats to go it. And it's also kind of like a middle finger from Pi, If you don't go it, it's up for us
They'll
too.
pick
If
it,
you had a
yeah.
plan, if you expected us to ban that Marty, and you aren't picking it, we're going to pick it too. We run double hunter last game.
We
And
see
they're
a
going for that
Wukong come out.
Wukong. I do really like the Wukong. I like Corb on Wukong. I do like
Right.
Wukong. I think he's
I
probably
agree,
second
I
best
agree.
to Yom. But this leaves the Marty open. And Wukong, not great into that
T-Mat.
Marty.
We're seeing a hover.
One by one
There it
until
is.
there is
So
nothing
Pi
left.
drifting away from this double ADC straight away. They're saying, we did that. We're not going to do it again. They actually, is that like the top two for threats last
There
game?
it is. Yeah, they go again. They took it.
So
just
they
took him.
they flipped. Instead of Ravana, it's Wukong, and now we've got Tiamat Rama coming through.
I think that confidence and the comfortableness of Wonderful Day is kind of showing through right now.
Imagine they pick their exact comp.
They're just completely
Well, they
flipping
can't.
it over. No, they can't. But I definitely like the ability to swap your team comp up so much. I really think that that's really valuable. The
And
Maui
We're
pick.
getting spicy right here. Camazot's Maui. So if Pi don't ban it, like this could be a no Marty game at all. Maybe Tilly and Trumpy both don't like it. I know Tilly likes it. So I know Tilly likes Marty. And then Amir coming back out from legs. I know I said legs. I didn't really think about legs as an Amir player. I think he looked amazing on it. I think his walls were good. His freezes were good.
Yeah,
He got 2 kills with his ult in the late game, which is interesting.
I think he was using the ult really well anyways, just the zone pressure. Like if you walk through it, he's gonna blow it.
Who did he immuned somebody's? Oh, he immuned the Sasano knockup with it
he
to
did.
freeze him. That was really good.
Honestly, I think that the Ymir picture is kind of interesting.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
we're
wait, that's
seeing
not
the
a
hover.
pick. That's not a pick. That's
the hover.
No, they can't. They have to ban. We're doing bans. That's a
Oh,
ban.
okay, yeah. Me and you both got a little bit. Ooh.
I was like, wait a second. How is this getting through?
We see on the other side, Discordia ban. I really like her. I think she's really safe for a mid laner at the moment. Just personally, like
Yeah,
the
quite
immunity,
good with
the
Maui.
dash.
So much cripple.
I like the Mori ban. I do like it.
Tilly is an
Mori?
avid Mori player. For the Camazots, he likes the double Sky God too. Which
I've
is
never seen a bigger terror. Never seen a bigger terror in the solo in the casual queues. Here we see the tier ban. All right.
Yeah, actually, no, I'm not gonna say that's weird. Tier is a great matchup at the Wukong because Wukong can't clear the wave without stepping up to like.
That's true. That's very true.
And then Tier just combos you through it. But swapping now, we're back onto the Vem on his Nike, his classic pick. This is really like in his pick in my eyes. This is what he's really known for in my eyes. He's a great Nike. He plays it all the time.
I've got my eye
and
on you.
I want to see if threats can answer it. Oh, this Persephone. I love Persephone. I don't know if it's good at all. Oh, yes.
This is a good pick. No, because this
so
forces the
excited.
Nike. If the Nike gets caught out in a Persephone and she can't jump, like I see, just a bit going on here. Maui gets the pull. Maybe we see a stun from Wukong off it. Like Hoyi ult is just so much pressure with the Persephone ult. What do you do about it? If you don't have beads.
Man. I don't care that she's not as cool as she was. I still wanted to get reworked back to the old one, but I still love her kit. It's so fun. But yeah, I agree. Like Maui, Persephone, Hu Yi, that is really, really fun. We are indeed back. Unfortunately, Redacted's microwave turned off. So we're back though. We're back. So yeah,
overheated from the insanity of last game.
From the absolute ponage that Pi gave. The barn burner, if you will. Barn was burned and his PC exploded. But we're back. So we're game number 2. The one thing we didn't highlight was this Hebo jungle pick. We did forget to bring that up, or I was talking about Persephone because I think Persephone is awesome. But interesting. Do you still think it's good?
I don't think it's terrible. And honestly, I think if he secondary gauges, like, if they get the jump on you down or the jump on Persephone down, then it has a lot of pressure. But the thing is getting that down. Like, is the Nike going to have to dive, and then is she going to
Yeah.
be Persephone altered? Like, it's going to be very much a case of like, who goes first? I think that's
think
what we're going to be looking for.
Persephone Hebo into Persephone is quite good though, because the ult gives instant CC immunity. You can
Oh, of
always ult
course,
out
yeah.
of the ult. So even if Nike's jumping in, getting that stuff, and Hebo blinks in, even if he gets caught, he's still getting his full kit and ult off. So maybe a 5-head play here from Sean. But we'll see. We've got a pretty normal starts going across the board. Let me have a quick look.
Don't see anything too
nothing
interesting at the
crazy.
moment. I think
Nothing
clearly it's
crazy.
going to be interesting. I think in the duo lane, we might be seeing a bit of extra pressure if Chompy and Shank manage to get out first.
Yeah,
But
we
in terms
do.
of
We
wave
do
clear,
always have that Rama clear. That's awful. I hate it. But I guess we'll see. Pretty standard builds as well. We've got a bit of a different starter, but sorry, in mid. But yeah, Leg's going back to the war flag, even though he's not. Oh, the double Sunder coming as well from the support. Sunder already out. Get a bit of pressure. Oh, double Sunder from Shank.
Cool.
Wow.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure from that, a little bit of damage. I think we're looking pretty good.
Pressure in mid from Pi. That's Hebo. Who cares?
We're seeing on solo side as well the Wukong managing to push out the van pick there on the Nike. Not too surprising.
It looks a little like a freeze, but yeah, no health, no bad health exchanges so far. Both 2 pots remaining, so about even. But oh, Shank getting frozen. Anything? Jump out onto Goras. Lots of poke coming out onto Goras.
Good poke. Great pull.
Ooh.
I think we're going to see those minions coming out a little bit. They're kind of shepherding them.
Shank is quite poked, but Chompy full HP. There could be a potential for the jungler to come over for the shield buff. Actually, potential fight in mid right here. Nothing.
I think we're just looking at standard Hebo bullying at the moment.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, hectic.
Solo wise, pretty neutral at the moment.
Wukong actually feeling decent right now. What a shot, you know. I am really glad to see neither of these two go into Soul Eater. I think Soul Eater and Solo is just like
it's just boring.
It's like blasphemy. It's a sin, you know. Oh, you don't want to fight at all unless you're picking something like Yom that's really boring. Oh, simply no matter at all.
Soul Eater and Wukong though is like that's like
it is good.
Bread and butter.
Good. It is good, but it's definitely not something that you have to do now because Wukong does bully quite a lot of matchups with his passive now. Way too strong.
Yeah, of course. We are going to be seeing the Fagan and Eggs going for that.
I'm
XP.
surprised that they traded back pressure again after Goras was so low.
I think a lot of that just comes from the Ymir freeze and then just the guarantee follow up. Because Shanks because he picked what's his name, Maui. His ability to take a little bit to go off, a little bit to fire. So it's just a little bit of free extra poke.
Yeah, the other thing that Maui has always, the one thing that makes Maui not so great is that his only escape is his engage and his stun, and his only real great CC. That's always a problem. Big wall.
Oh, almost a good wall there. Oh, we are seeing a little bit of poke. Now getting a little bit of pressure.
I do like the mitigation of the Ymir so far. Not trading too much HP. I guess Shank's got no more pots, but neither do Pi at all.
I think knowing when to let the carry walk up and be the engage, just so you can heal up when they can safely poke is good. And they're definitely leveraging that right now. Yegs isn't taking too much, but he knows when to walk up, and I like that. Other than that, we're seeing a little bit of fairly neutral game. Nothing too interesting at the moment. We are seeing both teams killing their purples, their speeds, their blues. It is very neutral. Like we're playing the game.
Wukong opting to not go TP this game, which is interesting. I don't think you have to go TP. It puts you behind, but I think he's got to be. Wukong is one of the better rotators in the game. With his 3. So I think you've just got to be really on top of your stuff. But interesting, he'll have double team fight relics. That's always good. That's the benefit of that late game.
Yeah, the Blink Wukong stun engage, excellent. I think
and having beat well into an Ymir, I do like it this game. I'm not saying I don't. I do. It's just you just got to get to Fire Giant fights. That's where it really shines. When you're not worrying about TPing anymore, rotating. Hebo pathing over to left lane here. Are they on a wall? They're not.
I don't think I'll be seeing kill here. Oh, he's just going for the XP. Okay.
Yeah, he just wants to farm.
Seeing Shank going in on the eggs a little bit there, getting some.
Under him again.
That's so much damage just with that little Sunder, little stun.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I think at the moment we are looking a little bit more towards neutral. Nothing too interesting happening, but I am fairly interested to see
Tiny lead,
how that
but
first fight goes.
that's more like lanes though. You know,
Yeah,
80 gold or something.
yeah.
Who
Very
cares?
much. It's like last hits, like missing minutes to tower and stuff like that.
Yeah, pretty
I'm
much.
really excited. Like I know we're not there yet, but that 12-minute timer, that's what I'm.
Yeah, I
waiting
know.
for.
Yeah, me too.
Bated
But
breath.
I think Persephone Maui Huyi could be a crazy Stygian beacon fight.
I think if that Maui gets a really good ult off and gets to lock off somebody, like maybe Sean,
He's
like
engaging. Oh, Persephone out onto the
Whoa,
Hebo. Ult is
good
down.
trade ult. I think that's a really good trade ult there
Really?
for the Hebo.
Oh,
He's re-engaging. We are seeing him
oh,
get
so
that.
much damage back onto the Hebo. If only. He
Till
blinks in.
lands the
He
two.
missed.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
simply,
so close.
please.
He lives though. He lives.
Both
Is that
of them
value?
live.
Is that value though?
I think it's value for sure because he trades his blink. You know, they trade ults, and he gets very close to dying. It's risky,
Another engage
but
on the mids. Nothing too interesting. Okay.
but now no blink from Simply.
Good freeze here, but Vintage has walked away, so that's all the poke they're gonna get. I do think that in terms of the trade, Hebo ult for
Yeah,
for
Camera.
their 2 ults plus
Oh
blink.
yeah, and Persephone. Oh, that's right.
Exactly, yeah. So the trade I think did lean more towards the Wonderful Day.
Yeah.
We are gonna see them fight over that XP here.
Oh, Bowie ult. All right.
This might be a pick here. I'm feeling it. He has no ult.
He still does have his
He's gonna
beads up.
engage, and he gets
Ugh.
away with it. That's murder. Got away with murder. Right
I guess
there.
just not enough damage. You know, sorry, Hu Yi, no ult, no mana, level 6, no item. You know,
Yeah,
Gorus is back for his full item. Nothing he can do really. But yeah, I agree that he did kind of get away with murder there, and you know, he didn't even have the beads, he didn't even have ult, but they just don't have enough damage.
100%. 100%.
Classic.
In terms of generally how things are going, I think this is still in anybody's game.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm really interested to see the usage of counter ults. Counter ulting this game, it might be huge.
Yeah,
You've
yeah.
got, especially with the Persephone ult, like we might be seeing Thego, Yamo, like Yeggs ult, like all those things just coming out to try and get out of that Perse ult.
Oh, Gorus is rolling in onto Chumpy right now. Yikes, that's rough. He did need to back. He's no mana, and you have a full item, bro. You could buy a full item. Please, back.
He's being zoned out. I think 100% he just takes the loss here. Maybe loses 3 minions. He just backs.
Yeah, it's whatever. The wave will stack, and he'll... Oh, he's staying? Okay. I mean, maybe he ults the wave.
Honestly, it might be worth it just for him to damage him somehow, pull the wave, and then just ult.
Yeah.
You are seeing a little bit of trading for the mids here, but I do think they just don't want that Hebo. Just don't want the smoke. It's too much pressure.
Amir, Hebo, that's such an easy setup where he's really zoning him hard. With the ult out? Yep, nice.
The ults for it. There it is. There it is. Good play by him, I reckon. I think that's good value of him. He is being shredded here. Is he going to have his jump
go.
up?
Snipes out 1, hits 2 hits.
Oh, goes down. Oh, good sniping thing.
Don't be poor guy, man. Nevertron getting engaged on, but already used his ult, has been sundered. Maui up down onto the Amir, stuns out. Nike only half HP, doesn't really have anything. Wall separates the fight. Maui ult misses. Unlucky. They're still charging forward though. Persephone ult is down. Good pull onto the Amir.
I think we are going to see him go
Oh,
down
everybody
as well.
juked that stun. Holy, very nice job from Threats. They're up 2-1 right now. If Chompy didn't, if he had popped his multi-pot, I'm still mad. He has 2 pots he could have popped to get back there. Maybe he just bought a health pack and a multi-pot when he backed then. Oh, sorry, when he died. But I don't know, man. Was it that worth it?
Nah, not at all. Not at all. I honestly thought that was a little bit of a
2 levels down now.
But,
Ugh.
such a good fight pick by them though to just push that up and just keep it out. Even if they only got the Ymir there, just the pressure they're getting off that's pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't quite see where Vintage went, but obviously they knew he wasn't there. They were charging that fight down.
Yeah.
But wild. 2 level 8 in mid. Well, more like a level and a half now. Just ticks over, but wow, that's brutal.
My garden born.
Everyone else is even. We've got 2 levels in a duo, level in mid. Everyone else is evil. Sorry, even evil.
Yeah, I don't see much happening here solo side again. Just at the moment.
Nah,
just
Nike
they're
were
both
gone.
just-
They're not
both
dying.
defense, double defense even. Like that's the game. That's the lane.
Yeah, that's it.
I
That's
think at the moment we're looking more towards, the mid and the duo, especially the carries. Like the zoning that's happening right now.
Hu
is
Yi
just
being
brutal.
down now. Like
Brutal.
that's brutal. Yeah, I agree. Hui being this far down, a character who is not super strong anyway, really needs, you know, that.
I think the first pick of Bloodforge is good for him. I don't think that he's going to be relying on getting stacks this game. So I think that was.
Well, he's not getting them, so.
Exactly. So the value from that's pretty good in itself. We're getting close. We're almost at 10 minutes, boys. Almost at 12.
It's coming. Corbez left his blue for like, I don't know, a minute and a half there. He actually didn't get XP from that.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, Abyssal!
They're going
Man,
for the
Corbez is inting right now. He's not. He's what I meant. Sorry, I didn't mean to say inting. I meant to say cooking. He's cooking right now.
Yeah, he's cooking there. Wink, wink.
No,
Honestly, I think that's
did.
an interesting pick. I think that's an interesting pick.
Wow. Okay. Is that damage? Can you hover that, please? Oh, actually, Maui Pool, hold that thought. Persephone onto the Amir. Amir ult down CC immunity, but they're committing to him still. He didn't cancel it. Tiamat jump in. The Amir is so low, but isn't falling yet. Still not low enough. Still not low enough. Oh no!
Excellent gank there, baiting that Ymir right there. Oh my god, the damage he just put out.
Wow, that is brutal. You're thinking, yeah, we get the Ymir here. We're gonna sunder him. Maybe even a double sunder was out there, and just not enough. Wow, that is brutal.
He ate the Hebrew one knockup, like the Hebrew knockup, Hebrew one Hebrew.
Thank you. Successfully damaging an ability. Okay. I thought it was CCing an enemy gives them negative CDR, but no, it's just damaging.
I think maybe he's looking to get that on the Hebrew just to reduce those already low cooldowns, trying to make him maybe a little bit less effective.
Yeah.
Maybe even the tier pick right there, but I'm not sure. It's not my favorite item, but it definitely has a place in the game. Maybe we'll see it today.
Yeah, maybe we'll see it pop off right now. But honestly, after that fight, I don't know. Pi now in the lead. That was an incredible fight from them. Legs just somehow staying alive. Maybe it's the war flag. Who knows?
Gotta be.
Sleeper meta. Gotta be the war flag.
A new meta here being unveiled before me.
Yeah, and it's just war flag, and you just don't die because
yeah, 100%. All right, we are seeing people start to group up. Look at the way the team and everything's moving. They're moving towards it.
I'm assuming we're going to see a Vem back. He's got TP in 5 seconds. He should have that item. I'm assuming that's a contagion. Don't really like. I'm not a huge fan. I think he probably could have gone like a spike. Oh, okay. He's going on breastplate. Yeah.
I think he's just trying to really get to the point where he can use his ult and just provide for the team a little bit there, maybe.
It does scale up your health. They're giving it up.
Yeah, I think that they just decided that's not the fight for them.
I know it's boring, but I don't dislike this play. You know,
no,
I think
it's the right play. Like walking up to that Hebrew, anyone who's not Shank, it's rough.
But Pi is still forcing the issue here. Pulling a Gold Fury now. Hu Yi wave under his tower. Are they giving this up too?
I don't think this is greedy by 1v8. They've just got so much pressure here.
Wow.
What are they gonna do? Someone's gonna die for it.
That is crazy. 3k lead in 12 minutes. Not as bad, you know. No crazy. I think it was about a 2k lead at this point, maybe. But
yeah.
But there had been no objectives that got like they didn't lose gold. They lost the pyro. Oh, sorry, the beacon. But
it's like Wonderful Days kind of hit their stride at the moment. They're just looking for objectives, looking for picks. They're really just
their fights are really good. I'm assuming this is going to be a Arc Druids from Vem. I love that item. I think it's great. I think it's a good spot for it. You don't really need match prod into the Persephone yet.
Shanko now.
Oh, a big blink out onto legs. Pulls 2. The Kamazos is in the air. Kills the Ymir. No Aegis onto the Hebo.
Hebo going down, maybe?
How is he living? Wukong up into the air. Tanking the tower. Nice. Good pick from Threats there. Maybe Simply's falling here. Oh,
honestly, I think that's worth it.
I was a little confused. I saw the tornado, and I was like, wait, how did Vem get that? But yeah, no, that is a big fight for Threats there. They lose taking the jungle out of the equation. Okay, fine, you lose the support, whatever. But you know, trading a jungle for jungle when they're up is a good idea. You know.
I honestly like that. They're getting a lot of pressure, like getting put on them by the Hebos, so maybe they can get extra.
Wow, that's a build, man. He's got the Magi's now.
He's looking to impress. I think
cooking.
He's having fun. He's having fun here. I think the Magi's isn't even a bad pick here, honestly. Like it's not terrible. They got the freeze. They got the knockups.
It's actually not. Yeah, I think if this Wukong can transition into a because this is, I feel comfortable saying this. Okay, they just gave up Pyro.
I don't think they're.
I really yeah, they actually are deciding. Okay, we're just gonna wait. These guys are gonna be on their objectives. They're gripping as 5 people on objectives. Let's just say, you know, middle finger, have them. You know, fight us at 30 minutes. Let's see how you do.
I think we might be seeing that mid tower go down honestly soon as well. Like I wouldn't be surprised if that was their next push here.
Yeah, that is rough. But Bomb now onto legs. You know, Hebo's hitting that sweet spot where, okay, this feels really bad to be playing against Hebo. Once Vem gets this Arc Druid Stone, he's gonna be doing a lot of damage. That has a lot of health on it too. His ult's gonna be the classic. Yeah. This is at the point where neither of you can kill each other, and there's just no point in fighting. So you both just stand in each other's tower lines, clearing.
I mean, you can just farm stats as well. You know, that's what I.
Yeah, of course. Well, as you can see, Naki already has. No relic. Jump in onto the leg. That's his ult.
Simply ult forced.
The ult into the sky. I would. Oh, I don't want to see him going a Tiger's Arm onto in the middle. This is an awkward fight. Tilly's getting gone on in the backline. Tilly falls down. He has
simply goes down.
Also taken down. Now, the Goros rotation there was huge. I'm not sure if Trumpy didn't call it, but yeah, that was a really awkward fight for threats there. Like it felt so split. The engages were delayed from each other. Maui. I'm not even sure if it hit anything, but then later on, the Tiger Sun came in after Simply's damage was down, and Tilly didn't have his ult.
That looked to me a little bit like communications were split. The targets were different. You know, the solo was in the back line, but the front line needed help, and just they couldn't really defend Tilly there very well.
The binding. I like the binding. If you're going to be engaging with your jump, I guess that does binding proc on Ors? Can you hold the binding? Sorry.
Binding procs on any CC. So
any CC.
Exactly, yeah. It's not hard CC.
Binding on the Nike, the newest item. Please cover that item for me, Mr. Cameraman. The Stone of Binding, the item, the Nike's item. Thank you. Okay, any CC, yes. I like it on Nike. Because the slow and the slow and the ult, the knock up in the dash, the disarm. But here we go, Threat's pulling an objective. This could be big.
Might be looking for a steal.
It is rough. It is brutal. This could be an awful steal if he does steal it, but this is big for Pi.
Oh, what? Nothing. He took it with an auto. No, okay. Look, really, I thought he was going to go for an ult steal, but that's more impressive to me.
Look, is he not? He knew he was there. All Simply has to do is jump in front of the Gold Fury. Because he didn't. Did he use his one? I don't even know if he used his one.
I don't think they knew. I don't think there was any coverage there. But like their secure is not great. I won't say like obviously there's a little bit of burst from Tilly, but it's
one auto. It was one auto.
I think they're feeling that right now more than we are at the moment. But look, that's really unfortunate. I like the initiative. I think they could have had that really easily, but they needed someone to frost him out, or at least force his ult there and get some trade out of it. Like he might have still gotten with his ult, but at the very least getting something for that pull. That's really unfortunate for them. We are seeing the Hebo build the E-Staff. I like that. I like that. If that's an E-Staff coming through, his knockups, just getting that extra health, he's going to be running it.
We already seen unfortunately go down. That's a beacon. You see a 4-man grouping. Big Maui ult. But is it going to amount to anything? Walling out the Maui. He does still have his jump. But yeah.
I just don't see them winning this engagement.
It is 5-on-5 in mid. Oh my god.
You see it blink in?
Cameras up in mid.
Wukong goes in.
That is a Wukong. He's been sundered. But I don't think anything's happening. They're committing to him. Nothing really else. That's the Nike ult. Wukong is still living in the backline, but so much poke onto the backline of threats right now. You see Chompy's in the yellow HP, Shank in the yellow HP. Yeah, they got it. Could be.
Tilly
one,
two. Good Aegis.
I think he hit that third one. He's still getting ran down.
Yeah, I think he's still taken out. Yeah, they just got so much pressure. Their pick's just so flexible when it comes to engagements. Hero can go in, Ymir can go in. Like they just got so many options and avenues, bro. I liked the Wukong blink in, but I didn't think that for the timing for his team, the threats, they didn't really have a chance to go in. So it was just him.
Yeah.
Like I think
Nike actually being fed this game makes such a difference. And the ADC not, but he's 2 levels up on the ADC. He can jump in and ult and get Persephone ulted and sunned it. It doesn't matter. He still lives. He's zoning for so long. And I guess Wukong kind of does the same thing. You know, he's slippery, especially with the ult, but...
He just felt so safe. He was in the Persol, didn't care.
And he doesn't even have magic pots either. It doesn't matter. He's 2 levels up. Persephone not really known for crazy burst. Doesn't, you know. Yeah. I'm assuming we're gonna see a fire giant pool. What do you? How do you think Threats is gonna play? Needs to play this fire giant? As you can see, almost 8.5k deficit in favor of.
Get a pick here. I want to say get a pick here so bad.
Early group.
It's just so difficult. It's
just
so difficult.
That's the thing. The Nike can play so monkey with positioning. You have to force so much from her to be able to kill her. Or even if you make her back, he's got persistent TP.
Yeah, you know? I don't see the firefight going too well. I think their best option is for a steal, honestly, or maybe Chompy ults.
Stealing. Engaging onto them. They are engaging onto them. Forces his ult, and it looks like that's all they wanted.
Yeah, I don't see that being like a bad value, but I don't see that ult being too meaningful later on, unless they're gonna go for a really early gold push or something.
Maybe.
I like them getting a bit more confident. It feels like they're trying to get something done here, but I think they need to focus on grouping up at the moment, not getting picked off, because I don't see that Persephone being super safe.
Well, with the Nike ult
reward.
Oh,
yeah, walked over reward.
Oh my god.
Don't do too much there. Just walk over ward. It's over.
That's brutal.
We did see Theg ult for that. Didn't get the kill out of it. So that is down. But...
Both ults, in fact. Yeah. Oh no, that was vintage. That's vintage ult. Never mind. That's gonna come back up in 10 seconds.
Yeah. I just don't see they need to be grouped. I feel like right now there's just so much pressure. Like I think that Chompy, even if he takes the fight with Sean, I don't know how he goes.
Please steal this back with an auto. That would be wild.
Oh,
actually, it would have been faster if he had auto.
I think if he auto ones there, goes to like the burst combo, maybe.
Yeah.
But I like the ult. I think if he threw it out earlier, tried to scare him off it, maybe. But
yeah,
it is what it is. We are seeing Shank being walled off here. Not too much follow up though. Oh, a little bit of damage coming out from mid. Yeah, I don't see this being too many.
Back up down. I don't really think that 2 tanks are killing another tank, but
no, I don't think so.
I like the stat padding. I like the stat padding.
I would do the same, honestly. We are seeing them coming out a little bit. He is being poked down by the magical damage. He does not have enough prots at the moment to survive that super easily. So he is off, but I think they're pretty comfortable. I don't think there's too much going on. Itemization-wise, we're seeing another spear coming out on the Hebo. He's just looking for the raw damage. The man just wants to bring down the backline.
Could be an upshard. Very decent on the, proccing on any of his abilities.
Any of them, yeah, of course. Build-wise for the carries. Look at the difference there. Difference there.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what Chompy's goal is here. I think I was talking to somebody about this, but the Hu Yi build needs to be looking for like a higher attack speed than normal. But yeah, thank you. Actually, that is a good point. Thank you for highlighting that, Mr. Cameraman. We have double upgraded relics for the carries. Only T2 upgraded, but you're gonna get those lower cooldowns before finishing the build. Even starters are done. So
what you see on both the supports, they both fully upgraded their Sunders, which is a lot of pressure towards front lines, which I like. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's
I always rush relics and supports.
Yeah, I agree. Having the shell not upgradable, I guess Legs has got the T2 shell. Maybe Shank is going to get this relic dagger, I'm assuming it's going to be. But fire full already. Now, hard zone from the Nike and the Hebo.
I don't see this engage going well. We are going to see maybe the solo laner walk in. No, he's not. Looks like they're giving it up. Looks like they're giving it up.
Wow, there's a very passive game from Threat so far. Really just getting shut out at every avenue. Everything they try just, doesn't work.
I really like the Ymir build, by the way. Like that third item, not spectral, guns coming in hard there for the.
Yeah.
Does get punished, then gets pulled up for the jump. I think he goes.
This is a big pick, actually. Huge. This is huge. Oh, I can't believe he lived that long. That's wild. He lived
for so long, but he gets picked off there. I think that's good for them.
That could.
He hadn't died yet. That's a bit of value.
That is.
I think that was a whole level for the carry.
Yeah, probably. Probably. That is really big. Getting the so much of this comp for Pi right now is dictated by how much space the Nike can create, because she's so tanky, can't really create space and so much time. And they don't really have that time anymore. Yeah, Hebo can go into the backline and ult, but if it gets Aegis, he's just as dead. He's dead just as quick.
I would be really happy if I could see Threats try and push the stage for this. But I don't know how they would go, even with the takedown.
It's risky. It's risky.
Just that Hebo, so much damage. Just one combo from him, and I think it's just one.
Yeah. It looking like 3 beacons going to Pi. This game is going longer. This is definitely a closer game, at least map state wise. Maybe not gold, but map state. Still, I think there was 16k at this point. Pi were last game, so 11k lead. But yeah, down middle lane. So Vematron back into the game. It's a pause.
We're seeing a pause here. Okay, well, this is all right. I think we're going to see, once those Titans come out, we're going to be seeing a really mad dash coming from Wonderful Day. I think they're really going to try and push that down, get a bird down or something, get some value. Itemization-wise, Wukong coming out the blue Pridwin. I kind of like that. I like his build. He's getting a little bit funky with it.
So good. Pridwin on Wukong. Oh.
Getting funky with it. I like it.
I was, up until the other day, I didn't know that, I was like, nah, Pridwin's awful on Wukong. It's like, it doesn't work. Because I thought that it procced when he went up into the sky. And I was like, it only really...
It's channel based, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was like, it only really works if you're up downing. But you're not really doing that a lot.
Terror and stuff. I don't like
but no, it works when he lands, which is so good. I'm surprised we haven't really seen it, more. Up until, recently, when he's really skyrocketed to the top.
Yeah, of course. Who do you reckon is at the moment leading in terms of their teams? I feel like solo side we're definitely seeing the Wukong. Yeah. I think Threats we're definitely seeing Wukong come out a little bit at the moment.
Yeah, Wukong is
Wonderful Day though. I can't really see who I would say is leading right now. It's just a very even game for them.
Honestly, I feel like it's probably the Hebo. It could honestly be the Samir. Support goes under the radar a lot, and ADC always looks good. Just sit there and left click. But Legs has been playing really well. I think Vem's been playing really well too. Except for
Vem forced his ult just because he walks up there.
Yeah, he didn't have to do that, and losing that ult right there is pretty... But other than that fight right there, I think Vem has been playing stall really well. I think Wukong does it better than Nike does, but the fact that it's looking close is a testament to Vem's Nike, I would say. But yeah, that was
100%. 100%.
I want to see good Hebo.
Really good Hebo.
Wukong into the backline, forces the ult already up into the sky, healing a little bit. Good commit to the legs. Legs is down. The Phoenix is going down though. The Titan just destroyed it. Could be a good fight after Hebo. Ult force. Nobody gets hit by that. Wukong getting taken down.
Taken down by Teg.
Double relics onto the cow.
Go down, I believe.
Oh, so much damage. Carrying this fight though. Double kill for him. Could be a triple kill.
Teg's going in.
Quadra kill.
Does he go for the quadra? Do they give it to him? He gets it. Oh no! Until he takes it out.
And that ult is back.
I think until he goes down. Yeah, I don't.
Double relic.
Nah, he just doesn't reach.
That is a crazy fight turnaround from Boris, just left alone to do whatever he wants. I didn't really see where Simply was, but, Wukong was desperately trying to keep him out of fight. So much damage! And please, I say so many good things about you, and then you in 2 fights in a row. Please, leave. Actually, you know what?
Such a good engagement.
You know what? I'm shocked that he did that much damage. That's wild.
Honestly, when the Ymir started to go down, he's about half health. Till he got the combo off, Howard shot hit him dead.
Yeah, I think
plays there really helped their team out. Really helped Threats out there. I reckon. He was definitely putting on pressure.
In Wukong's itemization right now, I'm assuming that's going to be a mid guard, but he is just keeping Gorus out. The problem is that the fight went on too long,
and he got taken
out. Gorus got through, and then it was essentially pentakill. He missed it, but I'm pretty sure that was a quadra kill for Gorus there. And he didn't get his first kill was the Wukong, and Wukong was keeping him busy the whole time. I think that Corb was doing a really good job. He's identified, okay, we can't be letting the crit Rama late game do anything.
They might be bleeding into a fire pool here.
You know what? This isn't EFG. So I think if Threats are showing up to this is
No,
Bobo.
not at all. They would never shop to this. They've got mid down, they're all a bit low, they're trying to get the farm up. Like, taking this engagement is just a GG if they lose to. Like, I think they're going to let them have it.
It's an all or nothing play. And,
EFG, of course, take the fight. But
yeah, it's an all or nothing
risk
play
yours.
right here. But if you're not 100% sure that you're going to be, getting it, you're still, what is that, 16k down now? 15 and a half K?
Yeah, I think they give tower. We see that their Wukong's pushing mid up. He gets this wave, he backs, and then they'll fight for bird.
I would hope he backs pretty soon, because if I'm Pi here, I'm running it. He's still on the mid wave.
I'm looking to see a really good Hebo ult again.
Oh no! The Marriott
unlucky.
misses. Perfect positioning from Pi. Walking in now, wall off the right side.
Tilly's getting pushed. They want him down.
Hey, but Sean!
Chompy gets the pick on Sean.
Vintage into the back
Tilly's
on
gone.
half
Vintage gets the
HP.
kill.
Phoenix is still alive.
Everyone
Vegas. Okay, the Phoenix has been taken
They're
down.
running
Vintage
down.
has so much time.
Vintage is going in. Vintage is taken down. Oh, this is a really bad engage for them. Should they get the pick?
1 HP. They're on the
They
Titan. I
didn't get
don't
anyone
think it's end here.
I
alright.
really think that they handled this well. Like, threats, waiting for the engage, they knew Tilly was going to be the target. That was really good for them.
On to the Amir. Goris has still been free cast and they're committing to the Amir. Goris is still doing work into the backhand. Wow, he went that whole time without ulting. That's wild. But this is a really good kill. This is a really good. Oh, double relic.
There it is.
Eesh.
I think that him getting Simply there was really big. I didn't think that Simply, had to walk him here taking out.
And you trade a Phoenix here.
Yeah.
When's the nearest 10 seconds on a Hebo and you're under?
They get
half?
mid bird back. They get mid bird back, so it's not too bad. But losing that right bird does suck a lot for them.
Yeah. I'm not sure that they can. Maybe they don't even get a T2, man. That's rough. I mean, maybe you just cut your losses and go for a gold here. It looks like that is what they're going to do. They're not tanking. Yeah.
We do see Hebo going right side. He isn't looking to engage them in the middle lane. He does go for the tower. It should be a pretty free pull for them, but he maybe gets blinked on by the Hebo. He does the run away. Okay, good play. I wouldn't have taken it. But yeah, no, I definitely think that them diving the Persephone and the team knowing that the Persephone was the target was really big there. They got a lot of extra damage, took the Hebo out of the fight early, and that really helped on a lot there. Look, listen. I forgot he didn't have a reflex.
Well, unfortunately, Pi is getting the gold. I guess they did get that mid tower.
I think as soon as they got that mid wave, they probably could have gone for gold and gotten it for the threats. But it looks like that wasn't the decision they made. It's fine. But yeah, I think that at the moment we are going to see that Persephone be the priority. She is putting out a lot of damage despite, having a few deaths on the board, but I think she is the priority for them at the moment.
Yeah, and this mid guard is on board for the.
I think that's huge. Huge.
That is quite good, and they do have the best Phoenix for defending. So
we do see, and I think this is a little bit scary. Theg has double crit online.
He does. He does.
That's pretty.
And in about 2 seconds, he's gonna have that fully stacked ornate arrow with the 2,000 gold you need. What a weird item, eh? You just need a certain amount of gold, but they are looking for a mid push. No fire. They're looking for this.
I think this is a safe engage. I don't think.
I guess it's an Oni wave. They do have an Oni fire wave coming in right, and they can wait. They can wait as long as they need to. Vintage taking a little bit of poke. Tilly's positioning pretty aggressively, and that's his ult out. Did I miss?
Yep, he goes in.
Onto Gora. Yeah, nice pull from the Maui. Still not too much going on. Wukong is
in the back lane.
He's just zoning onto that carry right there. Onto Chorus. Full health still.
Vem ults got 3.
All Tilly's health.
He almost goes down. He gets taken out.
Look at Aegis, man.
Really good engage there.
Phoenix engage. Goris is hitting the Phoenix. Phoenix goes down. This could be a GG. We've got Oni waves coming in left. Oni Fury. Fire waves in right.
Almost gets taken out.
We're going into the back line.
Back to defense.
Oh?
Vem might be taking it here. I think he lives though. Vintage takes him out. Simply takes down Vem.
Oh, actually, this might be good for threats. It's unfortunate we can't see what's going on, but no, Simply getting
another pick here. Really, really good.
He could kill the Hebo here. He is very low.
Barely living.
And this is
We are going to see
here.
Yep, we are going to see them get taken out here a little bit. Looks like.
Oh, okay.
It's ult on Chompy. Oh, Simply gets the pick. Honestly, that's not terrible. They got mid-bird down.
They keep the right Phoenix though. They're gonna keep right Phoenix. They keep left Phoenix. I don't really like that. If you're Pi, I feel like
a really dirty fight. That felt like a dirty fight.
They could have just got mid and they had it easily and then left, but they went for the end for some reason. I'm not really a fan of that play.
Honestly, looking at what was happening there, I don't think that it would have been the end, but it definitely should have been like a little bit more value there. They almost had Tilly at the start of the fight, but he just barely snuck away.
He lived
And
to make
then
it too.
they engaged for it. They got the pick, but
died
then
big,
Vintage
though.
dies. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's just.
I'll tell you what though, if I'm thinking, okay, what does threats need to do? Wukong zoned at full HP for so long. Oh, Simply might be dead here. He does have his ult. Up into the sky.
I think he goes down.
But he's baiting. He is baiting quite a lot.
We're seeing a collapse. He gets fire blink.
Oh,
Oh,
that pull was nuts.
Dan gets the pick. No,
No.
what a good pull.
Oh, Bluestone.
Bluestone.
Oh my god.
He got so greedy there. So greedy.
That is crazy.
Oh, just barely. They managed to secure that. What an excellent play.
That
We are seeing.
could be it. Like, I don't know if, you know, you're down one. He's 50 seconds from being back up. You have to walk up to this fire. Wukong's half HP already.
I don't see
Wow.
the going great.
Them
Them
all
has
done.
ult up, but that's fine. He's pressuring out that carry.
It is taking
Chompy's
quite a
being
while.
walked at. Chompy gets Hebo on. He jumps away. Hebo ult comes out. Really good Hebo ult.
So
We
the
are seeing
sun's
the
raining down,
flag though.
nothing.
There he goes. One shot. Sean gets another kill. There gets a kill.
And
Really good ult, but it's just too late.
I think this is
Oh.
GG. I think that's
GG.
it. 5-0. Don't even need the fire. We got fire minions coming down middle.
I think we see after the loss of Simply there, it's just, you know, you
Yeah,
have to defend fire.
4v5.
It's a game, and that's a GG. EFG or loss, you know.
Yeah, pretty much. And you know what? I think this game did look closer, but man, Pie's still in the driver's seat the whole time.
That Hebo was just so scary. Of course, every jump that
I think it was
really good
good,
attacking defense from Simply.
like last pick. It's such a good 10th pick, such a good counter into everything that threats had. You know, really good into Huyi, exceptional into Persephone. Yeah, good into the Camazots, which, you know, not much is.
Yeah, I really like the honestly, I really like that Hebo pick. He definitely ran out a little bit. I feel like he put so much pressure on. The moment you see him, you have to disengage. Like, or else you trade into him, and what's the trade going to be? He ones your ult to, he ones your 3-2, you just die either way.
Well, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. I'm going to chuck up a little. Let me look at the stats screen real quick. Thank you. Very nice, very nice. Not too bad.
He was trying really hard to hold the team over. I think he did a great job, but it was just there's just so much going on there with damage with regards to one full day.
Well, yeah, so that means, yeah, okay. So we are going to be chucking up a MVP vote shortly, but while we do that, we'll just yeah, can you leave chat out here actually? Can you just leave this screen? Thank you. All right. Yeah, well, that's it. So we have threats going down to the losers bracket. We'll be playing off against the Jacked Martins in the coming, I don't know when. And then the winner of that game will be playing Pie again. Well, maybe again. Who knows?
We'll see what happens. I'm pretty interested to see what the outcome of that one is.
But yeah, that was a good game. It was I think Pie is looking very, very strong. I think that they definitely are the team to beat, and I think that it shows that that them playing in the regular season was not an accident. It was not oh, we didn't show up on the day. That was clean. It was clinical, and even if the game 2 was closer, it was still, you know, not close.
Yeah, I really did see like a lot of dominance was coming through there. Usually it does go the way of the team that gets the first stage, it feels like at the moment. But really, they put up a really good fight there. Just a shame that they had to lose their jungler towards the end. They're simply getting taken down, just rolling into, you know, a fight for EFG, and that's just really unfortunate. But I think that was a really good game from both sides. I really liked watching how the team fights played out, watching the targeting and things like that. You know, it felt like a really really competitive game to watch.
I'm just gonna Vem, what you said in chat, that happens in solo. Just whenever you're in that position in a game, especially game 2, the switch doesn't get flipped accident. It forcibly gets switched, and
You never
it has to happen.
It's the W key switch.
Just that button, just not set. I mean, we can. I think maybe Redacted and Red would have to cast it because I don't particularly want to cast my own game. But that's for
I'm
these
happy to
two
cast.
to
When would
decide.
that be? When would that be?
No chance. Okay. Well, not now, not tonight. Then I guess. So maybe looking for it in another night.
Three people. One
It is 10:30. So. All right. Well, I think that's it for us. We will hopefully be back soon with that cast. Would be nice because it gives the Jack Martins finals god tier run from 6th place, losing their first match, into 3rd place.
Solo cast would be fun, but it's probably gonna be a little bit messy, mate.
All right. So I guess we're looking for a raid now. Anybody coming up? Let's have a look. Anybody looking good? Yeah, that's us. What are we looking for? Anybody of note?
3 MVPs. Yeah, multiple most valuable players.
Damn. I don't think I could personally. I don't think I could pick one. I think everybody played really well. I don't think
I
there was
think
anybody
once
who
Theg
didn't
was
show
able to
up.
do what he had to do, bro, the damage Theg was putting out late game once he was able to engage was just
Yeah.
insane.
And
Eye-watering.
all right. Are we raiding? Are we off? / raid.
That's it.
Oh, cool. Very nice. We have 10 seconds. All right, guys. Thank you. We will see you guys hopefully for these last 2 games. I know I'll be definitely casting the finals game unless I'm in it. But bye.